Young Sheldon, 5 of Sheldon's best episodes, and 5 of his worst. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. Sheldon Cooper is the central character on Young Sheldon, but some of his storylines have been better than others on this Big Bang Theory spin-off. Young Sheldon has been a stellar follow-up to the Big Bang Theory that has kept fan-favorite character, Sheldon Cooper, in the primetime TV spotlight, even if he is decades younger. Just as in the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon can be adorable at times, frustrating at others, but at his core, he's a good kid who's brilliant, talented, and loves his family. While the show itself has had some good and bad episodes, the character of Sheldon himself, in particular, has been featured in some episodes that would be considered great for the character, while others don't do much for his development. This episode is the one that tied the most into the Big Bang Theory and gave viewers chills when they saw the end sequence. In the episode, fans must reconcile Sheldon's excitement over finding out who wins the Nobel Prize with the realization that Dr. Sturgis is struggling with his mental health and Sheldon might be losing a close friend. As upsetting as this is, it's a great episode for Sheldon as a character. While he was feeling lonely that no one cared about the Nobel Prize announcement, the scene cut to footage of 5 other kids his age in their own homes at that very moment doing other things, from an adorable young Leonard at his computer to Howard playing video games and a young Penny asleep. It reminded fans that everything was going to be okay. But it was still one of the saddest moments from Young Sheldon. There was nothing terribly remarkable about this episode from Sheldon's perspective, other than him trying to learn how to ride a bike and ending up in the hospital with a fractured arm. In a cast for much of the episode, it wasn't Sheldon's finest moment. The focus in this episode spends too much time on the codependent relationship between Sheldon and his doting, often overbearing mother, who babies him instead of helping him grow. The episode wasn't one with the most heartwarming scenes from Young Sheldon. There's no better relationship on the series than Sheldon and his Meemaw, who have a deep and loving connection that never wavered, even decades later into adulthood, as fans learned on the Big Bang Theory episode in which she appeared. There are many examples of their special times together, but one of the best was when Sheldon convinced Meemaw to play the video game The Quest for Adara with him. Related 10 questionable parenting choices in Young Sheldon. Meemaw became just as engrossed in the game as Sheldon, and they shared sweet moments together doing something Sheldon loved. It was a rare moment where Sheldon was able to find a common interest with a member of his family. This episode wasn't a great one for Sheldon because while he had a moment of closeness with his father, it wasn't genuine. George was simply using Sheldon once he realized that his math skills could actually help the football team with their plays. Seeing Sheldon get a glimpse of popularity was great, but because it wasn't truly about him being liked and accepted, but rather that he had something that could be exploited, it wasn't a great episode for the character. Sheldon's character improved as Young Sheldon went on, and this is an episode where he showed tremendous growth. Terrified about going to college and being on his own, particularly at such a young age, Sheldon finally let his walls down and accepted advice from his sister. Not only accepted, but actually took it to heart. In his valedictorian speech, Sheldon did something no fan ever thought he would, which was to thank Missy for helping him through the transition. The speech mimicked, in some way, the older Sheldon's acceptance speech for his Nobel Peace Prize, in which he graciously thanked his closest friends. This is the episode that explained the origins of Sheldon's love for comic books, but the rest of the episode was fairly weak. After choking on a sausage, Sheldon became terrified of eating solid foods. He obsessively focused on pureeing all of his foods so the traumatic event wouldn't happen again. While his parents took Sheldon to a therapist in hopes it would get him over the fear, he instead found a comic book in the waiting room. Inspired by the comic he reads, he decides to try Red Vine from his friend Tam and finally got over the fear. The episode was funny and provided yet another tie-in to the Big Bang Theory, but the whole concept just seemed strange. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Young Sheldon 24, and stay with us.